inside Rogers Center in downtown Toronto. Interleague Baseball on MLB The Show. It's the Los Angeles Dodgers and the Toronto Blue Jays. All right, we'll be back to get this one started after this. And the starter for Toronto, Kevin Gausman.
Well, I'm interested to see how he utilizes his sinker to this lineup, Boog. You know, it's not necessarily his go-to primary pitch, but he does mix it in when he needs it. He's just got to make sure that it's not flat. Otherwise, it's going to get hit hard. So look for him to throw it up there when he's out of an inning, change it up for a hitter. Also, get those hitters looking down so that it opens up the top of the strike zone.
Oh, this one high and deep, way back there. And that's a foul ball.
First pitch. 707.
The 0-1.
0-1.
Gausman measures 6 feet 2 inches. 35 years old. A former first-round pick back in 2012. The 1-1 is fouled off. And a ball and 2 strikes. That one missed. And it's fouled off. They'll do it again.
That wasn't an easy pitch to hit. It's much easier to do damage against mistakes, but that's not what that pitch was.
And that one missing low. It's a leadoff walk, and that's the go-ahead run.
Second, the right fielder, Kyle Tucker.
Here's Kyle Tucker. And fouled off. Just getting started here in Toronto. Strike 2.
So now it's all about protect mode. Try to shorten up, try to track the ball, block it if you have to, as far as just a late swing that maybe you're not sure about, but some way, somehow climb back into this at bat through the count.
Got him swinging.
The catcher,
Here's the Dodgers lineup now. Chris, this is a lineup offensively that could be really good for years to come.
Well, there's a lot of young talent in this lineup. I think as they gel together, gain some maturity over the course of this season, they could be playing October baseball.
The batter now will be Will Smith. Good power, not great in the OBP department.
Ball. That's inside.
Man at first, one away. And that's outside.
That's out.
That to right. And there's 2 away.
batting fourth, the first baseman, number 5,
Freddie Freeman up to the dish.
He's hitting for that pop. Came out of the gates really strong.
Quick move to first.
No,
Ohtani back in.
Ball.
important to establish the inside part of the plate early. Sets the tone for the rest of the game.
Ohtani off of first with 2 away. Shohei on the go. That's in for a strike. Throw bounces, and he's in there safely with the stolen base.
Well, that steal right there is wanting to take advantage of having a really good hitter at the plate. Now they've got a...
Man at second. Sliced hard but foul. Two now. And Freddie takes the K.
He's in a tough spot, had to make a great pitch, did it, got the strikeout, gets out of the jam. Clearly, he's happy with those results.
Bottom of the first, and taking the ball for the Dodgers, Yoshinobu Yamamoto.
A power pitcher that is going to pitch aggressively with the fastball. His fastball velocity ranks near the top in the league. Will also throw the slider, but if you're a hitter, be ready for the fastball. You're going to see a few of them during your at-bat.
Hesung Kim, he's the new shortstop as he comes in as a defensive replacement here. Here's George Springer.
Leading off tonight, the catcher, number 4, George Springer.
Ball 1.
And the 1-0.
Hey!
Fights it off. He'll see another. The 1-2. Guy keeps the AB going. That one not close. 2-2.
Well, he might have to look for a different put-away pitch right here, 2-2. He's already seen the curveball a couple of times in this at-bat, so might have it timed up and ready for it.
On the ground to third, and that's just foul. And that one hammered. This looks like extra bases. And it's a double to start the bottom of the first.
Showed a lot of fight with 2 strikes in that AB. A lot of times in today's game, right fielders are able to get to a ball that stays in like that, but he hit that one pretty well. And if he hits it just a little bit different on the barrel, it's out of here easily. But there's nothing wrong with the extra bases right there.
Runner in scoring position, no outs. Dalton Varsho will hit next. Challenge from behind the dish here. And on further review, it was a strike. So they've still got both their challenges.
Hey, 2.
The 0-2. Swing and a miss. Struck him out. Not what you're looking for after the leadoff double. A strikeout, and there's one away. Let's take a look at the lineup for the Blue Jays. They're dealing with a top-level arm on the mound, so this figures to be a tough matchup for them. What's the key to the offense today, Singy?
Well, Boog, against a talented pitcher, it's crucial to disrupt his rhythm. Use bunts to get him off the mound and moving around out there. If he's in a flow, step out and break his timing. When he throws in the zone, you might only get one pitch, so you don't want to miss it.
Close one, doesn't get the call. 2 balls, no strikes. I thought that was a strike, and here's a challenge. It just shaved the zone. They'll keep both their challenges. 1 out and a runner at second. Swings through that one out in front that time. The next offering misses. And now 2 balls and 2 strikes. That one missed. Jesus Sanchez in the on-deck circle, hoping to get a chance to make a big impact here. Payoff pitch. Strike 3, and that's 2 in a row.
Most guys are very aggressive when they see the stakes out there on the base paths and can't understand why he wasn't ready to swing the bat. You've got to be ready to swing the bat in a situation like that with the go-ahead run in scoring position.
Jesus Sanchez now at the plate. And that one fouled off. Comes up empty. That's strike 2. Stays alive. Runner at second, 2 down. Checks his swing. Now an appeal to third. No swing. Just held it back there. Fights that one away. Still 1-2. Can't connect on the curveball. Struck him out. Scoreless after 1. All set for the start of the inning. And at the plate for the Dodgers, Teoscar Hernandez.
Yep, that ball went out.
That one fouled off. The 1-1. Hit on the ground to the right side. Guerrero takes it to the bag. Leadoff man retired here in the second.
The center fielder, number 44, Andy Pages.
Andy Pages steps to the plate for the Dodgers. That misses, and that's ball 1. Swings through that one for strike 1. Patrick Johnson calling the balls and strikes.
pretty standard zone for Johnson. Sometimes he might get a little jumpy, a little excited and expand the zone, but usually you at least feel like the pitcher on the mound is earning it, and that's important because you got to make players earn it.
That's a ball.
No score here in the second. And a strike.
One way to make a guy real uncomfortable at the plate is pound him inside with good velocity. They're doing that right here.
And he couldn't hold back. He's rung up on strikes.
Batting seventh, the third baseman, number 13.
Here comes Max Muncy. Got to be careful with this guy. He's got power. He can untie it with one swing. There's a swing and a drive. See you later. He shoots one out to right. And the Dodgers have the lead. It's 1-0.
The one thing the pitcher didn't want to happen just happened. That's not an easy one to stomach. Well, he almost robbed the home run right there, and I tell you what, he'd love another crack at it. During batting practice, you always like to work on that, and so close, but that one was just out of his reach.
So 2 down. Hye-Sung Kim steps to the plate for the Dodgers, taking his first at bat of the game after entering on defense. Way inside. The 1-0.
Nope, that's inside.
Two down, nobody on. Check swing went around, and it's 2-1. Outside with a breaking ball. Swing and a miss as he was late that time. Fastball right back to the mound. Throws to first in time, and that is that. This homer cuts into Toronto's deficit. It's now 1-0.
I've been tying on my ends, booking flights, setting train.
Back now in Toronto, and now for the Jays, Kazuma Okamoto.
Aye.
You'll one. Late swing, fouled off.
A little tardy on that fastball. Is going to have to get it going a little quicker. Get that front foot down.
Fastball is outside. Catcher challenge. We'll take another look. Not far out of the zone, but it was a ball. Still one challenge left for them. The 1-2. Breaking ball misses down and away. Foul ball, another 2-2 upcoming. Keeps the at-bat going with a foul ball. And that's a strikeout looking. Looks like he's picked up right where he left off.
Yeah, that's a tough pitch to stay on. You don't want to get beat inside, and as you see that pitch continue to run away from you, by the time it's in the catcher's mitt, you think it's a ball off the plate away.
Ernie Clemens, batting with one down, takes a strike.
Ball one.
And he bunts, but that's a foul ball. Battling here as he fouls it away. Gets a piece there. We'll do it again. That's down and in.
Still just the second batter of the inning, and on the mound he's already thrown 13 pitches. They got him working hard out there.
That misses. Full count now. Spoils a 2-strike pitch, and he'll see another.
Well, he's desperately looking for that swing and miss. He's going to have to just change speeds a little bit, try to move it around, create just a little bit of illusion at the end.
Payoff pitch. Another one. That's 5 straight strikeouts.
I got to think that was the plan all the way. He set him up with the high fastball and then bury that curveball down low to get him swinging. Now, especially with how effective pitchers work up in the zone these days, that's a devastating combination.
Nathan Lucas next up for the Blue Jays. Hey! The 0-1. Swing and a miss as he was late.
He finds himself in a tough situation early. Just got to try to simplify it. Take a knock the other way if you can.
That one ripped right center field. And it's into the gap. And the tying runs at second base with a double.
Good 2-strike hitting right there, Boog. A bit of a lost start for some, so that was nicely done to beat the odds. Now a pretty big at-bat coming up with a chance to even this ball game up.
Here's Andres Jimenez.
That's a ball.
Still in the second, already at 44 pitches, so some concern there. And a swing and a miss. Here's a rip to short, but he's there for the third out. We played 2 innings. It's 1-0. On to the third inning, and at the plate for the Dodgers, Alex Freeland. Fastball for a strike at 95. That's in there at the knees, and it's strike 2. Rips one to right. Dives, and he can't hang on. Man aboard on the leadoff single.
He was all over that one. Nice line drive to the pull side, met it out front, but just stayed through it nice enough and ripped it into the outfield.
So back to the top of the order. Here's Ohtani. Got to be careful with a slugger like this because he can turn it into a 3-run game in the blink of an eye. Freeland gets his lead at first with nobody out. Out to short, and that one finds its way through. Throw back in quickly. First and second now with nobody out.
2 consecutive base hits for these guys here. Not much to this one other than just a willingness to go the other way and put the ball in play. That's a team at bat right there. Nice job of staying back and letting the ball get deep.
And now a very big at bat for Kyle Tucker. Struck out swinging his first time.
Nope, outside.
The 1-0. And
That's
another
ball
ball.
Could be some action here on this next pitch. Couple runners on. Probably a challenge pitch coming.
Two and 0 the count. Here it comes. That one missed.
Way to lay off that pitch down.
No outs. Runners at first and second. And they're all loaded up.
Take your base.
Up next for the Dodgers, the catcher, Will Smith.
Here comes the manager out of the dugout, and he'll make a move for the bullpen. Kevin Gausman makes way, and it's going to be a start that he'd like to get a.
Now pitching for
Jeff
the Blue
Hoffman
Jays,
taking over on the mound.
23.
Well, no margin for error in terms of throwing strikes with the bases loaded. Just has to execute one pitch at a time to try to get out of this.
Will Smith to the plate. Golden opportunity right here.
Well,
Nope,
this is a
that's down.
tough situation with the bases loaded, but the healthiest mindset is just try to get outs one hitter at a time.
And the 1-0. Fouled off down the right side.
You need a strikeout, and you need a ball perhaps on the ground for a double play or get yourself a pop-up, something, but you've got to make some pitches. But if he can battle and get through this, he can earn some points.
Late with the swing there. And a 1-2. Line drive. That's a base hit. One run's in. Now the second run is in, and they take a 3-run lead.
Big at bat to pad their lead up to 3. Pitch was on the outside, didn't go the other way with it, but still a nice job of using the big part of the field to find a hole. No way he hits it that well if he hooks around the baseball there.
Clutch situation, and here comes one of the best hitters in these spots, Freddie Freeman.
Ball.
First and second here, no outs. Off the plate inside, ball 2.
Well, he looks more focused at the plate and working the count after that first at bat strikeout.
Hard grounder into the outfield for a knock. They won't test it here. Bases loaded, no outs.
2 consecutive base hits for this team. Now the bases loaded. Big opportunity for them to break this game open.
And here comes Teoscar Hernandez for a critical at bat. Right through there for a strike.
This is a situation where the hitter is looking for something up in the zone that he can get his arms extended. What you have to be careful of is that pitch that's up, that's in on your hands. That'll pop you up in the infield, and that's exactly what the pitcher wants.
And that one fouled off. Here's a 1-2. Pitch gets away. Nothing happening on the bases, though.
That's that classic wipeout slider below the zone right there. Just nasty. Looks like a fastball thigh high that you got to protect the zone, and then it's just that late break that fools you and kind of makes you look silly.
All loaded up. Andy Pages steps to the plate for the Dodgers. 0-1.
Well, he's so good about trying to drive the ball to the opposite field gap in these situations. If he takes that approach, he could bust this game wide open.
Still only one out here in the inning. Hard grounder into the outfield for a knock. Tucker scores. It's an RBI single. It's 4-zip.
Well, he comes through clutch with the RBI single. That was big. Just a simple ground ball the other way that had eyes on it, man. Sometimes that's all you need to do. Just let the ball travel, put the ball in play, and just hope it finds a hole.
So bases loaded with one away. Muncy digs in. He's already homered in this game.
Aye.
All loaded up. Dangerous hitter at the plate.
Good purpose pitch right there. Trying to tease him, get him to raise his sights, pop something up, and make it an easy out. Look, in situations like these, the air can get really thin up there at the plate. Got to find a way to breathe and slow everything down.
The 2-1. Just
Inside
missed.
ball 3.
Well, knowing that this hitter's got holes in his swing, because he's got so much power, pitcher still can get a little too tight, afraid to make a mistake.
And now the count is full. And another power hitter lurking in the on-deck circle. Ball 4. He's walked in a run.
The batter, number 6. Saison.
So bases all loaded up. Saison Kim getting ready to hit. 0 for 1. He grounded out in his first at bat. The shortstop takes the ball. Pulled hard, but it's a foul ball.
Look out. That ball was smoked. Man, I am so relieved that they have this netting down the lines. Just ensures safety for the fans. Last thing as a player, you want to look up and see a fan get hit.
Ground ball right side, could be 2. There's 1. Over to first.
No, he's
safe.
safe.
I promise you, there are guys that get a little bit faster when they can smell an RBI. That was a possible inning-ending double play. Great hustle, and he gets rewarded with the RBI because of it.
Here comes the skipper, and we're going to see a pitching change in this spot. Jeff Hoffman won't go any further, and the line not closed on him yet as he's responsible for the runners on base. Back with a new pitcher after this.
Now pitching.
New pitcher now for the Jays, Mason Fluhardt. This southpaw's been really good against left-handed hitters. Alex Freeland steps to the plate for the Dodgers. 1 for 1 with a single and a run scored so far. Out towards right center field. Lucas in position. And that is that. Well, and all 10 come to the plate. They bat around and 5 score. We move on to the bottom of inning number 3. It's the Dodgers 6 and the Jays nothing. It's a bit of a blowout now, which gives us a bit more freedom here in the booth.
I'm not sure that's a good thing.
Singy, were you superstitious as a player?
I'd say a little bit, and I wouldn't want to admit it, but I think, you know, you have a good game the next day. You're maybe thinking a little bit when you're putting your spikes on. Which one did I put on first? What did I eat? You know, let me just bring that back into today.
So you weren't superstitious, you were a little stitious.
Yes, I was medium stitious.
Swing and a miss, struck him out. So he picks up his 6th strikeout of the ball game.
Dominating strikeout there on just 3 pitches, and that's what a good power pitcher can do to you. If he's hitting his spots, filling up the strike zone, sometimes he bats over before it really begins.
Springer, batting with 1 down, takes a strike.
We've got some superstitions up here in the booth, and you never can say, hey, this game's going really fast early in the ball game.
Yeah, that is one of the ways that we are capable of putting the jinx on the game, is talking about how fast the game is going. That normally will grind it to a screeching halt.
No question.
Nope, inside, ball 2.
Up the middle, Freeland throws to first, and 2 straight set down to begin the bottom of the 3rd.
Up next for the Blue Jays, the center field.
2 down, base is empty. So up next for Toronto, Dalton Varsho.
Struck out on just 3 pitches last time.
And it goes just foul. Here's your 1. And that one fouled off. Two down, nobody on. And that skips in the dirt. Fights it off. He'll see another. That's off the mark, and the count's even at 2. Good job to fight that one off. Sets him down on strikes. Picks up strikeout number 7. 1, 2, 3 go the Blue Jays. Still up against a 6-0 deficit. Back here at Rogers Center as we go to the top of the 4th. Shohei Ohtani steps to the plate for the Dodgers.
With this kind of lead, he can swing freely, try to hit the ball out of the park, do what he loves to do.
Out in front with the swing, and that is strike 1. Fluharty, 24 years old. He's one of the few Major League Baseball players born in the state of Delaware. That's a ball, went with the sweeper. Gets him to chase after that one. Catcher has it, fires to first. Not in time, infield hit.
Up next for the Dodgers, the right fielder, Kyle.
Well, you don't see it very often, but every once in a while, a guy strikes out and still somehow ends up safe on first. And when it happens, you kind of scratch your head, but I guess sometimes a pitch is so nasty it makes everyone miss. Now they're going to have to get more than 3 outs in this inning.
So a man at first. So here's Kyle Tucker now.
No, inside.
In the dirt. To second, but he beats the throw. Save. And now a man into scoring position.
You know, sometimes it takes a reliever a little time to get comfortable with the mound out there, especially when they come in trying to be nasty with every pitch they throw. Not exactly what they were looking for when they called him in, though. We'll see if he can settle down.
Now one miss.
That's the ball.
In the dirt. To third. In there safely. And on the wild pitch, he goes down to third.
Even with a good secondary lead, sometimes it's hard to see just how far that ball's gotten away from the catcher. And if you can make it to third base pretty much standing up, well, that time he seemed to have a pretty good read, gets to third safely, and now he's just 90 feet away from scoring.
Payoff pitch. Foul ball, and it remains a full count. Fluharty, he's kind of a prototypical bullpen arm in today's game. Electric stuff that results in a ton of strikeouts. In a tough spot like this, that is a big-time benefit. King Tut goes down on strikes.
Up next to the catcher, Will Smith.
And up to the plate is Will Smith.
A chance for more damage right here. A couple of RBIs for him in his last AB. As a hitter, when a guy like this comes into the game, you feel like he's standing on top of you, and it's just attack mode coming right at you, expecting to get a swing and miss.
2 balls, no strikes to count.
Ball 3.
And ball 4, 2 aboard.
Up next to the Dodgers, the first baseman, number 5, Freddie Freeman.
So they're at the corners now. Here comes Freddie Freeman up to hit. 1 for 2. Siggy, he's got a history of coming through into big spots. I know I like to talk about, I'm not sure whether clutch actually exists, but you look at the numbers, and this guy always seems to deliver. Swing, and this is ripped down the right field line. Way back there. Out of here. A 3-run homer, and they add to their lead. He only needed 1 swing to square it up.
Not wasting any time in that at bat, Boog. Aggressive, and it paid off. Got to keep that front shoulder closed and your body square to the plate, especially when you're facing a left-hander. He did all those things until the very last moment where that hip just popped. Hands came through, nice little lag to it. Carried out nicely.
1 down. Teoscar Hernandez, the next to hit. Yeah, that's fouled off.
This has been a rough inning, but sometimes you just got to work through it, save the rest of that bullpen, somehow stop the bleeding.
Fouls it off, still 1-2. Backed off the plate that time. Swing and a miss. Struck him out. That K is his third of the game. Manager out of the dugout, and he's going to make a change. Mason Fluhart departs. We'll be back in a minute with a new arm on the mound.
Now pitching
out of the bullpen for the Jays, Tyler Heineman.
I think it's got to be a little tough coming in out of the pen when your guys are trailing so big on the scoreboard. Just doesn't have the same intensity to it, but he's got to find a way because these batters count the same for his stats, obviously, regardless of the score.
2 outs, base is empty. And now Andy Pages. This one in the air, center field. Varsho on the move and makes the grab. And that is that. 3-run shot for the Jays this inning. It's now 9-0.
I've been working 24/7. They ain't give me nothing easy, so I had to go and get it. I'm a legend. They gon' try to
bottom of the 4th, and now for the Jays, Vladimir Guerrero Jr.
When he steps into the batter's box, the comfort level looks so high. It doesn't matter what kind of delivery that pitcher has, what kind of velocity, what kind of secondary stuff. He is so settled in there. He owns the home plate area. This is one of those times when you want to be aggressive. Go ahead and pitch to contact. Let the defense work behind you. You've got a nice, comfortable lead. Don't try to be too fine.
That one misses. 2 balls, no strikes. The Dodgers bullpen with some action. Number 78 looks to be getting ready for manager Dave Roberts. Dreyer getting cranked up as well. Swing and a miss. And a count 2-1. There's a strike. Comes a 2-2. Just misses the mark outside the zone. Out there to center. Pages settles underneath it. And there's one down.
Up next for the Blue Jays, the left fielder,
Jesus Sanchez. Next up for the Blue Jays. He struck out swinging at his first at bat.
Hey.
The 0-1 is outside, and it's a ball and a strike. Stays alive. Another 1-2. Gets a piece and stays alive. The 1-2. And there's a ball. Foul ball, another 2-2 upcoming. Swings and misses. It's a strikeout. Strikeout number 8. And here's a look at how he's using his pitches in this one. Two down, base is empty. So up next for Toronto, Kazuma Okamoto. Struck out looking his first time.
Hey!
No question about this one. It's out of here. He circles the bases, and they're on the scoreboard. It's 9-1.
That gives this offense something to celebrate for the first time in this one. A hard sinker can be a pretty tough pitch because of the late life and movement, but somehow he got the barrel to that pitch, stayed through it, and really nice job of staying on the backside until it was time to transfer that weight, and a really nice home run.
Now it's the second baseman, Ernie Clement.
Ball.
The beauty of his skill set as a pitcher is the break in his stuff doesn't go away when he's tired. I mean, his pitches always seem to have life. Just doesn't matter if it's early or late. He doesn't make it easy for the batter.
2 down, nobody on. And there's a foul ball. Into the outfield, base hit. So a 2-out knock keeps the inning alive.
You know, I was watching his rounds during batting practice today. So impressed with his ability to let the ball travel, go back up the middle and the other way. Sometimes when you step in the box during the game, you get a little anxious and you get away from that. But so far, I've seen him stay consistent with his pregame preparation.
That is the inning. Toronto picks up 1 on this homer. And this is now a 9-1 ball game. Back now in Toronto. Ready now for the 5th inning. Max Muncy steps to the plate for the Dodgers.
You know, these Dodgers doing a great job, Boog, of just waiting for the right pitch to come their way, and I'm seeing very patient at-bats out of them. The numbers say their chase rate or swings at pitches outside the zone is under 25%, and I think that's a big reason why they're scoring runs. By not chasing out of the zone, they're getting good pitches to hit. When you can do that, do damage like they have so far.
Now it's belted deep to left, way out of here. Home run. Another homer, his second homer of the night, and they add a run. It's 10-1.
Now he's just showing off out there, and who can blame him with a swing like that? Give that man a bat, watch it go a long way. For a guy with top-tier power, this is just another day at the office. Always a threat to send one out. I just don't know how you're supposed to pitch to him.
And up next for Los Angeles, Hae-Sung Kim. Oh, that fastball drilled him.
Perfect.
Up next for the Dodgers, the second baseman, Alex.
Man at first. Here's the second baseman, Alex Freeland.
Inside ball.
And an ABS challenge coming from behind the dish. Didn't miss by too much, but it'll stay a ball. So they'll lose their first challenge.
Foul ball.
Kim on at first, nobody out. And now it's even up. This one smoked on its way out of here. A 2-run blast. It's their second home run of the inning, and they add on. That's their 4th home run of the game.
They can't stop, and they won't stop hitting home runs in this one, Boog. They're clearly feeding off of each other at the dish. Knew what pitch he wanted to hit, spit on some other pitches in this at bat, was very patient, and it paid off.
Manager out of the dugout now, and it looks like we'll see a change on the mound. Tyler Heineman out of the game, and as he heads off, we'll step aside for a minute. Back with the new pitcher after this break.
Now pitching for
Tyler
the Blue Jays,
Rogers gets the
number
call from the
71.
pen. He's been so good against lefties.
Rogers.
Back to the top of the order now. And next for L.A., Shohei Ohtani. Check swing called strike. Strike one. Swings and blasts one deep to left center. That's back there. Can't get there, and now maybe extra bases. Safely into second. He's got a double.
Couldn't have timed it up any better than that. Anytime you can drive a ball into the gap the other way, it feels so good. And that's when you know you're right where you need to be at the plate. It's even better when it gets you extra bases. Gotta love looking in at your dugout and seeing your teammates fired up.
So, man aboard. Now the number 2 hitter, Kyle Tucker. A walk and a pair of strikeouts. First pitch swinging. The 0-1. And a swing and a miss.
He's clearly out there throwing pitchers' pitches in this situation. First base is open. He walks him. No big deal.
Man at second. Hacks and misses. It's a strikeout.
Stood absolutely no chance on that slider right there. And I don't mean to laugh, but that's a tough one. I mean, pretty much a perfect strikeout pitch. I mean, it looks like a fastball middle in. Kind of has cutter action, and it just bunches you up to where you can't get your hands through and the barrel to it. And not much you can do unless you recognize the spin early and you spit on it.
So now with one away and a man at second. Here's the catcher, Will Smith. In there at the knees for a strike. Oh, 1 now. He swings and fouls one off. The 0-2. They tried to get him to chase on a slider down and away. Fouled off the plate. They'll do it again. Runner at second here, one gone. Outside low, and the count is even 2-2.
This guy's a fun guy to watch taking at bat. He just battles up there. He doesn't take a pitch off at all. Makes it so difficult on the pitchers out there. You can tell they get frustrated with how long it takes to put him away.
Three-2 now. Ground ball, and that's through the infield. Stop sign goes up at third. Runners at the corners with one out.
Up next for the Dodgers, the first baseman, number 5,
Freddie Freeman will come up to hit.
Hit an absolute tape measure shot last time up.
Check swing, and he went. Strike one. In the air, right center. This is mashed way back and gone. Freddie Freeman pops one out of here. His second home run of the game, and they boost their lead. That one just sounded different.
And might have been the loudest moment yet. Man, my ears are ringing. I could feel that swing from the booth. A good hitter gets pitch recognition early. He saw exactly where that was going to be. The challenge, not get over anxious and come out of your swing. He stayed on it and got all of it.
Here comes the manager out of the dugout, and he'll make a move for the bullpen. Tyler Rogers gives way, and as he heads for the dugout, we'll take a quick break. New arm on the mound when we get back.
Now pitching.
Number 62 gets the ball now. This is his 5th appearance of the year.
Mayo.
Here's Teoscar Hernandez. 0 for 3 in this one.
Ball, that's out.
The 1-0.
Hey!
Just missed. Swings through that one.
Just a really nice slider down and in there. He wants to get the hitter thinking fastball, speed him up, and just subtract some velocity and add a little movement.
That one missed. And a payoff pitch. Got him. Now 2 away.
Third time he struck out in this one, and definitely an individual performance you want to flush. He just hasn't looked very comfortable up there. Just one of those days. But when you're still winning the ball game, at least you can focus on doing your part to maintain that lead and getting that W.
Pajes stands in with 2 away as he takes a ball.
That two-seam fastball is usually coupled with a slider away, and when a hitter's conscious of the pitch in, it's hard for him to cover middle away, and that's where a pitcher can really finish off that batter.
2 balls, no strikes to count. Two down, nobody on. High fly ball down the left field line. Sanchez going back on it. Just missed it. They bring 9 to the plate and 6 come around to score. Home half of the 5th coming up. The Dodgers out front here 15-1. Back now to start the bottom of the 5th and taking over on the mound. Number 78. He's making his 4th appearance of the season. Leading off, Andres Jimenez. He's 0 for 1.
Well, these Jays, as this game goes on, have to be more disciplined at the plate. They've been chasing pitches outside the zone all game, and it's led to some frustrating moments. They've been fooled quite a bit today.
Right side. Freeland tosses to first. And the leadoff man set down in their half of the fifth.
The designated hitter, Brandon Valenzuela.
So up next, Brandon Valenzuela. He was a strikeout victim his first time.
Ball, that's too high.
The 1-0.
Aye. Ball 2.
Misses just 3 off the outside edge. I think that was a strike. That's a strike, and the count's full. Keeps the at-bat going with a foul ball. Three and two. Payoff pitch. That one blasted deep to right. Tucker going back to the warning track, makes the catch.
Up next for the Blue Jays, the catcher number 4, George.
So it's their last chance in this one. And now the catcher comes up to hit. George Springer. That one close, ruled a ball. Ball 1. Gets to it with a slide to first. And what a play. Ball game.
When you win 5 in a row, the confidence just goes to another level, and you start to gain this momentum, and you think that you're never going to lose a game again because things are clicking up and down the lineup. Pitchers are pitching. The team is making the plays defensively. This is the kind of feeling, it's not going to last all season long, but you want to ride it as long as you possibly can. Perhaps push it up to double digits.
A 15-1 final score in this one. Dave Roberts and company celebrate in the